Cookie. I'm 14 and driver of Junior Dragster 1912. In this video, I'm going to explain some fundamentals of bracket racing. Talking to a lot of people, their idea of bracket racing is just flooring it in a straight line, but there's a lot more to it than that. To start off, the distance we race for Junior Dragsters is 1/8 of a mile. Once you age up into door cars and dragsters, you begin to race 1/4 mile depending on the race. The way they measure this is through a very precise system that measures down to 1,000th of a second. Blocks are placed at the 60-foot, 330, and 1/8 of a mile. Beams then reflect off of the blocks, so when your tire rolls through them, it stops the clock and gives you that time for a certain increment. After your run, you are handed a time slip. The time slip includes all the different time increments from your run, including your reaction time and mile an hour. Taking a look at the time slip, you can see how long it took me to leave the starting line, to get to 60-foot, the 330, the 1/8 mile, and then how fast I went. To explain the starting line, we're going to have a guest appearance from my sister Violet. Hi, I'm Violet Sawicki. I'm 13 years old and I'm the driver of the 1227 Junior Dragster. To explain the starting line, it'll look a little something like this. First, the cars will do a burnout and inch towards the pre-stage beam. Once they hit the pre-stage beams, it'll trigger the pre-stage lights to come on. After that, they will slowly inch into the stage beams. This will ensure that they are in the same spot to have a good drag race. After that, a sequence of 3 yellow lights will come down. They leave on the 3rd yellow. After that, you'll notice that there are 2 bulbs after the 3 yellows. It'll either be green or red. Green means that you left after this 3rd yellow light came on, and red means that you left before it came on, and you will be automatically disqualified. The first passes you make down the track are basically practice runs. You usually get 1 or 2. They're called time trials, and they're used for finding out how fast your car is going to be running and where you can dial it for the day, which I'm going to talk about next. Dial-in is the time to the 100th of a second that you think your car will run to the 1/8 mile, based on your time shots. So going back to my first time shot, I ran a 7:98. Let's say the run before that I ran a 7:99. I will place on my dial-in board and flip to a 7:99 because I know that's the slower number I ran, and I also know that's a number that I can run again. People dial their cars all different ways, but where it actually affects the race is at the starting line. So let's take a look at this race. This car is dialed an 8:99, while this car is dialed a 7:99. This is what we would call a handicap race, because this car is 1 second slower than this car. Therefore, this tree, the 3 yellow bulbs, will come down 1 second before this car's does, giving this car a 1 second head start and basically evening out the race and forcing this car to try and chase down it before this finish line. There is so much more to bracket racing than what I described in this video, but here on the dry race board is just a summary and a few quick tips. Ideally, you should have a green reaction time and cross the line first without breaking out in order to win a race. A few basic tips is to have a quick reaction time and have a consistent car, which helps you dial in your car each round, and to make the top end close. I will include a video at a later date on how to drive the top end and make it closer, but thank you guys so much, and if you have any questions, drop them in the comments. Thank you.